catching those first bloods, timings on the bomb, getting them down, and guaranteeing you those rounds. But here we go, loading into first map, Detroit Hardpoint. Octane, we see him with the bell. There's probably going to be a battle here at School Steps leading into it.
Spot out formally. We'll see him in the mid-street and wins the first gun engagement as Jacob. He picks up a nice two-piece and 4 players down. Envy off to a pretty decent start.
Yeah, when you break out on a map, that's kind of exactly what you want to happen. Just kill them all. They're just racking up so much time. It's hard to get a lot of time on this map. Bad challenge there from Jacob. Probably just could have just played time in that field there. Trading going back and forth, but Envy definitely getting the better hand of these trades. 30 seconds left, first hill.
A little bit of a gun engagement going over towards School. Aqua's going to win that one on Scump. And then you can expect to see him just kind of control this middle area. Of course, Karma is on the hill now for OpTic Gaming. Aqua pushes out. He will drop as well. Looney with a 3-1 start, but Octane 5-1, a 6-1. Explosive start from him.
Yeah, very, very good stuff from Octane so far. We see him roaming the same sort of area over and over again, letting his sub-players like Looney and Aqua be extremely aggressive, jump into the hill, and he picks up the rest at the middle street and School Steps. But now we see the rotation going on. We see one player from Envy at the back green. Huge win right here against Formal. Let's see if he can win it. Nice kill there, trying to get those spawns flipped. Looney with a big gunfight in hills, but Scump shuts him down, and that's what OpTic Gaming is so good at. They were in such a bad situation right there, but were able to hold it off long enough, and they still have the good spawns.
Karma trying to push around the outside. He is going to have Aqua in his sights. Unfortunately for him, Aqua wins that gunfight. 3 players down once again. The score 42-13 and growing for Team Envious. JCap currently in the hardpoint with his ASM1. He's going to have to back away. Scumpy picks up Octane as well. JCap right now just trying to control that backside. They know players are going to be pushing. Formal comes in from the front, but Envy just honestly just locking it down right now, team.
They're grouping up way better than OpTic right now. They seem to be keep getting it. As I say that, Krim just walks in and bops someone in the face as OpTic breaks from the front door. That's why they are so good. But overall, Envy is trading better whenever they're weak. They're buying enough time for their teammates to get those trades in, not losing numbers, and just able to trade so effectively. It was interesting because OpTic had good spawns for the majority of that hill, but Envy was doing well enough, getting those kills, staying alive long enough to trade that time, and the score differential, you'd have never known that OpTic had good spawns right there.
Right. And speaking of good spawns, Formal doing a good job of just trying to lock it down, but he has that gunfight with Octane, and he's going to win it. 14-7, immediately starts to try and push to control these spawns. He's going to have one more player. It's going to be Scumpy. I think his teammate's going to help him with that. Karma is on that ramp side. He's got a big fight to win, and unfortunately not going to be able to do it. Just like that, Envy now controlling the back spawn.
Yeah, playing extremely well right now. We saw that sort of an over challenge from Formal right there. He's getting these nice big wins in the hill though, able to trade, and once again, Envy was able to flip that back spawn right away, but OpTic's gun skill is good enough to just go in. Looney breaks it right away though. This is gonna be tough for OpTic. It looks like Envy's gonna pull away a little bit, you would think, but you never know. OpTic keeps getting these bad spawns, is able to get 4 dead somehow over and over again and keep this game close. In my opinion, OpTic should be down even more points, but the gun skill is able to make up for it.
Octane on that halfway, immediately goes up to his ASM1, wins one. Can he find the second on the hill? Teammate cleans him up. I believe Looney's thinking about that next hard point already. There's going to be only 2 seconds of scrap time, so Envy trying to push out, control this spawn. They know Scump is going to be pushing, and Aqua actually, oh, that's just such bad card timing right there. So unfortunate. Played directly behind him. Aqua is basically pinned in a triangle of OpTic Gaming plays, and Krim jumps straight on the hill.
Yeah, kind of a poor play from Aqua right there. He was in such a good position. He had no teammates to help him. I don't really think it was a good decision to go out for no reason. He has no sort of support. He's the only one back there trying to hold the spawn. So a little bit weird play there. Krim, nice kills at that window right there, but it gets flanked from the window once again. Envy able to break into the hill, and the game is extremely close. I think OpTic should be losing. Envy seems to be playing the more methodical style, going for those spawns, getting those gunfights in the right areas. They're able to just flood in here though. OpTic spawning at the more favorable side of the map, but if you're able to just shoot them, funnel them in at that back door, nice nades going in. And nice, another kill from Octane right there. We see Looney and Octane absolutely carrying the weight in the gun skill category right now. Karma struggling a little bit, but like we say, we always see Scump start to heat up in the second half. He's a little bit negative right now, but he's that type of player. Once he starts going on that rhythm, he's going to pick up, you know, a 6, 7, 8 streak. You never know with that guy. We're going to see what's going to happen. Envy wins the rotation once again, and Octane's all spawning at that back garage.
I think you kind of nailed it with the way that you were saying Envy just playing this a little bit more methodical. You know, they're going for those rotations. They're sort of winning waves of kills on OpTic Gaming and just picking up a little bit more time. Although OpTic did bring it back, they had it tied. Now Envy, though, just trying to build that lead. Over 40 points, almost 50 points. Jacob's going to be on the hill at 9 and 14. Really hasn't had much to do when Looney and Octane are both plus 20 with one more hill to go, essentially, or at least half a hill. Now 126-70. OpTic just can't come close to this final hill team.
Yeah, and it's just looking bad right now. They're all just funneling through the little doorway. We're going to see probably a 3-piece coming up right here. Nades coming in, giving away their position. One guy dashes in, but JCap is there to just clean up. Scump is able to break it, though. It's really close, but Octane just seems to be always there to clean up those last couple plays. With using the valve pretty much how you're supposed to, basically allowing your teammates to play aggressive as they want while you can just clean up all the scraps.
Will fall. He's definitely struggled in this first half, but for him to just try and pick things up in the second half. One player who hasn't struggled at all, though, is going to be Looney. 24-11. Octane as well, 25-14. The combination between these two players is just absolutely unbelievable. How well, kind of the synergy they have between each other really is extraordinary. And you've seen it so much here at UMG. Envy's hardpoint has just been so strong as Looney looking to pick up a couple of kills on the hardpoint. Eventually falls. Octane trying to trade them outside. He goes down as well.
Yeah, OpTic really needs to get some of this time here and make sure they get those spawns though. But once again, Envy just playing way more confident. You see Looney in that middle hill right there, just constantly spraying the doorways. Once again, is able to pick it up again. Oh my gosh, Looney, every single time he sees a guy around the blue area, he is just shooting his entire clip, making sure he's at least making him weak while the rest of his teammates can at least trade. Once again, another kill at the blue window. I don't know why OpTic keeps trying to funnel one at a time. They are eventually able to break it, but look at the scoreboard. You're going one at a time. They're getting these kills too late, playing for scraps, don't have spawns, just looking pretty tough.
This green hill is going to be really big for OpTic Gaming. If they can control the spawns as well as they did last time in the first rotation, but actually control the hill, they could maybe chip away quite significantly at the lead Envy has managed to build. And you see, just as I say that, kills go in favor of Envy, and they just kind of stroll straight through them.
Yeah, exactly. OpTic seemed to have that set up. Envy was just like, okay, we'll just group up, go middle street. Octane with another 3-piece just roaming these middle school steps. OpTic has no chance when he's just posted up in these power positions. They're just going one at a time, funneling through doorways every single gunfight. It's just looking very slow for them. Once again, Looney and Octane have not slowed down one bit. We saw Looney pick up at least 7 or 8 kills in that middle hard point. OpTic just going one at a time, trying to jump out that blue window, and they pay for it. The score is getting more and more out of OpTic's favor. It's looking pretty bad for them.
So when you're in a situation like this, and the game of Detroit Hardpoint is looking kind of out of control, how do you bring that back? We kind of talked in the commercial break about like 4 SMGs. Is that something which maybe OpTic should consider, or is it just just play a little bit more structured?
I feel like on the rotation, they're not going for the spawns quick enough or together enough. You see Envy, once again, they're all at that back hotel already. Crim gets caught once again. They're just too late. Envy gave up that scrap time at green, and that's Garage is how you win this map. You can be down however much. It's the same sort of thing as blue on Biolab. If you're able to hold this full 60, that score is back in your pretty much tied. Yeah. They were down 80 points. If you win Garage, there's only 20-point gap. That's nothing at all. But you see Envy once again trying to go back around this middle street. OpTic seems to be set up a little bit better for it. Formal is the last guy back here trying to hold them off. But once again, we see Envy getting these spawns at hotel, setting up for next, and they're just playing so smart. They know they have the lead. They don't want to make any bad mistakes. They take their time, go 4 around Flood Formal, so he can't just funnel kills, and they're able to break it once again and rack up some of this scrap.
Karma and Scumpy need to go big here. They are able to trade those kills. Karma with a big 2-piece, looking for the third. Can he get it? No, he's going to fall. Scumpy on the hill, though. He manages to pick it up, so 7 seconds of scrap time will go in OpTic's favor. Now it is all about how quick can OpTic break into the second to last hill. Karma, he's had a pretty bad game. It's been pretty slow. Needed to make the big play there and able to do so. Now it's over to Crim6. He falls. Formal, though, coming in from the back. Picks up one. Can't find anyone else. The trade's just so good from Team Envious right now, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. They are just always seem to be the first ones in. Karma making some plays, though, breaking in through that window. Envy trying to flood in front. Karma starting to heat up. Not looking too good on the scoreboard right now, but he is clutching up for his team, able to break through that huge 2-piece, getting them out of that window room, and now Envy spawning so far. This game was completely out of OpTic's favor. Envy was set up initially for this hill. Karma breaks in, gets that 2-piece. He only has 19 kills, but those 2 kills are extremely important, and now the score is about to be in OpTic's lead for the first time.
OpTic Gaming making the comeback right now. Crim's going to fall, and as you kind of said, Karma on the scoreboard doesn't look like he's done anything, but those 2 kills he got has brought OpTic back into the game. He's currently on a 4 streak. Formal slaying around the outside of the hill. They have picked up pretty much every second, but the game is by no means over. It's a very small lead that OpTic have developed. Envy not panicking. They've gone back to what was working at the beginning of the game, that early rotation, and now they just need to try and slay as many waves as OpTic Gaming as they possibly can. It sounds easy, but it definitely is not an easy task.
See Karma with some crazy movement there at middle street. Octane once again, huge 3-piece from him. Absolutely snaps on Formal, and now he needs to pick up some kills there. Nice gunfight from Crim. The score is within 10 points. Envy is in control right now. JCap trying to win these gunfights. The fire is huge. Almost gets the 2-piece, but Envy breaks once again. OpTic needs to settle down and get an intro kill. If they need to break, go around pit, fire window, hit multiple areas at the same time. Karma trying to make that happen. Huge win from Karma. 2-piece once again to almost break.
Oh my lord.
Octane's clutching up once again. 1v1.
Broken.
Formal is in. He's trying to
12
get
seconds.
this time back. I don't think there's enough. All that needs to happen is contesting. Karma once again trying to break in, but it's just a little bit too close. I can't
6
tell
seconds,
what's
4
gonna
seconds.
happen.
Oh my
and
God,
I think
Karma.
that contest was just
It
enough.
was.
OpTic barely going to lose. Wow.
Oh, such
Ben.
a close ending, team.
That game should have not been close at all. OpTic was not playing for spawns at the beginning of all. Almost make that comeback on Hotel. Karma starts to heat up, but it's just a little bit too late. He was double negative, but in that last 40-something seconds, he got like 8 kills. It just wasn't enough.
Octane drops